My next guest is the #3 North American welterweight prospect on Flow Combat's rankings, and he's also going to be headlining LFA 28 coming up here on December 8th. It is Jaleel Willis joining me here on the program. Jaleel, how are you?
How's it going, everybody? What's up?
Hey,
Appreciate having me on, Don.
No, it's good to talk to you, man. I've been wanting to interview you for a while, and I'm glad to see you got this great opportunity here. How did this deal with LFA come together? Because I imagine you probably had other offers, whether it was to go fight in the Contender Series or other things.
Yeah, man, I had a bunch of the offers, but, each time I heard one, it always ended up with me saying, well, what's LFA talking about? You know what I mean? Like, no matter what the offer was, I always resorted back to, can we get in touch with LFA? Is LFA interested? How can I get on?
Yeah, and I think we've seen it before. The fighters who, especially are headlining LFA cards, usually get picked up by the UFC. And I got to give a quick shout out to your manager, Matt Wiebel, who also manages Chase Sherman. He's a great guy. He's the one who's sort of more of an advocate of fighters going to fight for LFA as opposed to going to those other promotions. So good on him for recognizing that. But I know you fought for Bellator before. But what does it mean to make your debut for LFA in the main event? That's a pretty big deal.
Oh, yeah, man, it is a pretty big deal. To me, it's way bigger than Bellator and a World Series, you know what I mean? It's like, each fight seems the same, but this one is, it means a little bit more to me. So I'm coming out with, same fire I always have, but there's no adjustment. It means a little bit more to get this W,
Yeah. How'd you get involved in combat sports? Where did the journey begin with you becoming a martial artist?
Oh, man, I used to wrestle. After wrestling, I needed a place to go. Like, didn't have a job, didn't have college in line or nothing like that. Couldn't even, get a coaching job. And, just had a couple of friends that was into jiu-jitsu, was rolling around with them here and there. My buddy Chase, man, got me into jiu-jitsu. Then, like I said, I didn't have a job, so I was doing in and out jobs, and I was selling T-shirts. Just so happened to be selling T-shirts at the county fair where they was doing a fight show. I guess the co-main event pulled out and they needed somebody to fight, and they came up asked a T-shirt guy. I told him, y'all pulled the wrong motherfucker out the crowd today. So, what I mean? That's how I went from there, man.
Very cool. Do you still have a job now, or are you a full-time fighter?
Yeah, I'm actually on my lunch break right now. Like, about to get ready to train. Once I get done talking, you know what I mean? So, like, I do got a full-time job, and like I said, I'm on my lunch break now, coming inside here, you know what I mean? About to get it in.
Well, I appreciate the sacrifice, doing this interview, on your lunch break, man. I appreciate it. What do you do for work?
Man, I work in a warehouse for BPI. Okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I drive the Terry truck, like kind of like a forklift, you know what I mean? Just kind of, like blue-collar work, you know what I mean? Just come in, hit my 8 hours, you know what I mean? Go home, chill out for a bit, and then hit the gym, then come home and relax and get ready to do it all again the next day.
Good for you, man. That's awesome. You've been able to balance it all. How do you feel like you match up against Evan Cutts? People probably remember him for fighting for Legacy and also being on Fightmaster.
I mean, shit, I think, it is what it is, you know what I mean? So, like, shit, whoever got me is going to be a tough matchup, you know what I mean? So it really don't make a difference who he is or what he's done in the past, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I agree. How's training camp going, and who are some of your main training partners ahead of this matchup?
Man, I actually got a guy that was on the show with him, at the Bellator Fightmaster. I'm actually training with Andy Eric. That's one of my main training partners right now. Yeah, and, so, Andy, he's been around for a long time, and he got me going well, and I got Zach Underwood. He, XFC veteran back in the day, and I just got a lot of veterans who I used to watch when I was in high school helping me out right now, and, just happy to see me come this far and want to see me go farther,
Very cool. How's the weight cut going? We got Thanksgiving coming up. Do you have to try and stay away from that turkey just so you can cut the weight?
It's all good, man. I do pretty good as far as, like, discipline-wise and staying away from food. Like, I might get up on some cake or something, or, some, I don't know, like some pumpkin pie or something.
Yeah, you got to get the pumpkin pie, man. That's great.
Yeah, but the very next day, you already know I'm planning on, I got to referee a kids, high school wrestling match, and then I'm going to be back in the gym, like, probably that very next afternoon.
Cool. How do you see this fight ending on December 8th?
Really, mostly, man, I just see me, like, weathering his storm, whatever he may be trying to come with, and me just completely in full course I will, and what it is I do best. And a lot of times that ends with me, going for 3 rounds, just putting on either a pure just MMA clinic. You know what I mean?
I totally know what you mean, man. That's great. Are you looking at this as an audition for the UFC? Because I imagine if you get the win here, 9-0 record, that's got to look pretty good on a resume, especially if you're wanting to go to the UFC.
Oh man, no, I ain't even looking at it like that, bro. I'm looking at it as me, testing myself and fighting the competition like I've been wanting to fight. You know what I mean? Ever since I started this sport, I made a promise to myself that I'm gonna be one of the best in the world. And, this just falling all right into play. And that's what I'm about to show them. You know what I mean? It's like UFC called me after this. That's what's up. I'm all for it. But if they don't, hey, man, I ain't got no problem, man. I'm still on to the next one, the next best in line. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if that doesn't happen, then are you looking at a title shot with LFA? Because the current champ right now is James Nakashima, another undefeated guy.
Yeah, I mean, shit, that's what I'm saying. I'm really hoping that I can get that, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm really gunning for. Like, that's why I said UFC, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But, I really would love to be fighting James, you know what I mean? After I, not looking past heaven or nothing. But, that's my main goal, is to really come up and kind of show my force in the ranks, you know what I mean? Like, just however that may be.
What do you like doing outside of fighting? What are your hobbies outside the cage? You like playing video games? You like watching TV? What would I find you doing when you're not training and everything?
Oh, man, I'm all the time just with my family. You know what I mean? We always just together, like, just doing something, man. Like, even if it's just us around the house complaining about something, you know?
Nice.
Like, that's what my stuff consists of, man. I got 2 kids and a fiance, and that's all we, go for, like, after the gym, after the work, I get to the house, man, I want some of their time. I want, really all of their time, because I know they expect the same thing from me, But, like, that's why we don't even got Xboxes and PlayStation. We only got them in the house, man. No distractions, Just try to keep it all family.
Awesome. Everyone's got to check out this fight. It's LFA 28 coming up here December 8th, live on Access TV. It was great getting a chance to talk to you, man. Just remind people where they can get a hold of you on social media, and if you got any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours, man.
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, you can catch me on Instagram at Jaleel Willis 1. I mean, and you can catch me on Twitter at Jaleel Willis 1 too. Like, just saying, man, I don't really do the social media stuff too. Enough, so yeah. I'm hoping I'm giving y'all the right stuff, man. But either way, man, I got a unique name, so shit, there's not many motherfuckers in the world named Jaleel Willis.
That's
like,
right.
Just Google search Jaleel and you'll find me. Shit, man. I appreciate everybody for supporting me. Memphis, mainly, everybody here in Memphis really been behind me, and it really feels good. I want to thank Memphis BJJ, man, First Round Management, Hayabusa, Just Revolution, Never Settle, man, just purely everybody. And also Karen Peace, I really appreciate her for helping me out a lot too.